It's almost 8, like 7:41. We've been up for like 9 hours, 8 hours, something like that. Yeah, we're getting our schedule back to real normal. I like to get up at 2. Feel good when I've kind of worked out or something and gotten through the day.
I know.
He's all happy doing his thing. Let me see your face. Show them your face. Oh my God, your face. I think we're going to trim some hair today. He's got some curlies that seem to want to be permanent. His hair does that.
No, I don't.
So show me your elbow. So yesterday, elbow became the big thing. Show me your elbow. Elbow. There's your arm burn. It's all healed up. Still a little discolored. Show me your other elbow. Your other elbow. Another one. Show me this one. Is that elbow? Is that your elbow? So elbow was the word of yesterday. You healed? We need an aloe vera plant. So pretty soon we're going to order one of those and plant it outside. Hopefully grow it as big as possible. I killed mine growing up. So. But it's why I have as few scars as I do. I have fewer than I would normally have. And he's in the tickle squeeze me time where he has been this morning. Having a good time this morning. We're working on our ham license. My radio should be here by about the end of the month. Well, actually, today's the 14th, 13th, 14th. So from the next 4 to 6 days. Having a problem finding a test site in my area, but I'm working on it. And the tests are $15, and it's several years, I think. 6 years that you're licensed.
Okay,
Kind of looking forward to it. We've spent part of the morning looking at... Excuse me. If you do a search for ham satellite on Google Play, you'll find that there are lists of satellites that go over any specific area, and they are used for sharing signals with the ham radios in a larger area. So what I'm getting is the 20 meter band? Or 2 meter band? 20 meter band is the lower frequency talk, but it's these satellites are pretty much tuned for that. So between repeaters and satellites, you can talk to people in the whole country. It's a pretty exciting thing. Looking forward to listening and just learning and growing in that and sharing that with him. Right now I'm doing my legs with my... Actually, let's pull it up because it's on. So this is my... Let's see if we can get it without the reflection. Come on. Bring the light down some. There we go. So right now it's on the... It's going to be on the upper right if I turn it this way, which is the lowest configuration. We're on a middle setting. It's on both legs. I've been doing this for a little more than 3 hours. I feel like I've been running all day. And getting strength back. Hey, where are you? There you are. Let's see what we can do with the light here. Which is better. That's kind of... Actually, that's kind of nice there. Very nice and bright. And let's see what else. Really feeling healed. Really feeling restored in so many ways. Been working on forgiveness for some things in my heart for some years. I've been diagnosed with PTSD because of some of the stuff that's gone on, and I have woken up having those fights with those same people for over a decade. It's actually one of the reasons why I listen to something when I'm asleep. I put on Bible studies. Is that not only I know you learn in your sleep. I did a previous program before a lot of this stuff happened, where I sleep learned certain classes, but it makes it so that my dreaming is directed. It keeps it from being as violent as it once was, or as negative. I don't wake up ready to fight anymore. And what's funny is that this has actually been off this week several times when I've gotten up. It's a YouTube playlist. This is Bible verses for healing. But YouTube playlists can come to an end. It'll do that. It's done that a few times this last week, and I've woken up or the dreams, the experiences I've had while waking up or before waking up were not rehashing old events. I am dealing with a lot of those now on a more conscious level. I can tell you that Joseph's stock account was just frozen by child support here in Sacramento for the unpaid stuff that my older son's mother was supposed to cover herself for what she had done, what she had taken. They say I owe them $1,600, actually $3,000, but $1,600 of it is the principal, the rest is interest. And we've been paying that down like $20 a month. And they just, it's that period again where they've traditionally frozen my accounts. I haven't used a physical bank in my name for decades because of it. Everything's online or business accounts only. Getting a feeler out to her about her handling this again. Part of the story there is I was working like 2 or 3 jobs. There was a joke at the time in the family about overworking or being a workaholic, and I was that guy while she was still collecting welfare. She took their money illegally, stole money from me out of my wallet and pocket in the middle of the night for years. I don't know how much because I didn't think about it. Honestly, half the time I was not doing well. I drink myself to sleep. That goes back to the narcissist stuff. Being at home was constantly being attacked and, manipulated. So I either wasn't at home or I was just crawling home to go to sleep. Anyway, that has nothing to do with now. That's not going on anymore. Today, I have this guy whose nose I'm getting, who is multifold restoration on all of that. Wonderful child. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So he is a mannerly, loving child. I'm grateful for this time in my life. Our sales are up on our phones, which is exciting. Amazon sent a thing saying that they're going to change my Amazon, because I'm an Amazon sales agent, they're going to change that to an actual page where I have a URL that I can list things from and people can purchase directly through that. I'm excited about that, getting that done in an order, getting the right images on there. They rejected the first one because I actually used Amazon logos and they don't want that done. We had been, my OfferUp and LetGo accounts, I think it was LetGo, so they suddenly just froze my account and got rid of it, and they won't renew it. It had a lot of the stuff that we had online for sale that I'd gotten from moving. I got some antiques, some other stuff, things to use as a funding to begin, building other stuff so I can pay for advertising, whatever else. Well, they closed that account, got that account back up and doing well. Got 4 hits today where people are signing up for phones just this morning, and it's 8 o'clock. OfferUp has something weird happened with them. They did something weird, but now I have 2 OfferUp accounts, and both of them are getting hit side by side continually. We're using Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, where we're continually advertising and seeing just growth in all the areas. Some good new agents who are producing and just great things. And I know some people don't like to hear about business, but for me, my business is this child, is raising this young man, and everything that funds that, everything that helps is part of that business. My business is making sure that he's a good dude. Which comes to something else. I ordered some glow-in-the-dark plastic lightsabers. They're kind of small. A few months ago, a month and a half ago, and the company finally contacted me and said, we don't know what happened, but we sent it to you. I said I never got it because we didn't, but they agreed today to send it, and that should arrive next month. And my goal still is for him to take fencing, and I'm thinking possibly lacrosse, because these are two Ivy League sports, and a martial art. So, I'm excited. We're doing new stuff. We're growing in new stuff. We've actually been watching kung fu movies sometimes. Before we go to bed, or when we're just kind of having some downtime from work. And he'll watch the movies and then start trying to do the moves on me. It's funny because I can remember my cousins and I, when we all lived in the same house, we would do that. We would watch the movies on Saturdays and go outside and be the kung fu masters, and it was a beautiful thing. It was awesome. Real memories, I don't know what else to say. Life is beautiful. Faith is growing very much. Can say that I have what I have asked for. I haven't seen it, but I know that it's mine, and I know that it's done. This is done. Our home thing is very peaceful. It's coming together. His mom is here most of the time. She's in his room and taking care of stuff. She's helping to, keep things in order. And we actually kind of split the day, where she has him half the day and I have him half the day. Now, I'm still here in the house, but I get to focus on my work, on posting or whatever other thing I really need to be focusing on. And they have a relationship. He's grown happier with her, and just has more. He's happier because he has us both to count on, and you can tell that. He's trying to pull us together all the time. Dog is still a butthead. He's over there in the cage. He is, he knows a lot. He's learned a lot. He seems to want to throw it out continually and ignore it. But I know that we're going to get through this, that we have this. I have honestly considered returning him and going for a shepherd, going for almost a rat terrier would probably be easier to work with than he has been. But I don't think so. Again, he's got Doberman in him, and that's it's the only breed where everybody in the breeding program says you have to get an electronic collar. People call it a shock collar, and that's not exactly what it is, but it does. It gets attention, and it makes no. Otherwise, he's like, I'm going to do what I decided to do, regardless of what you say. We're getting through that. He's still good to him. They have a good relationship, and that's the reason for getting the dog, really. Been talking with a guy who's further ahead in the things that I dream about. He's, what is it? I actually had a conversation. He breeds Rottweilers, but the old style, that they have the Mastiff traits and some other stuff. And, he did quite a few breeds and has that knowledge, that wisdom that it's good to learn. It's good to speak to someone who's further along. That's it. Can't think of much else. We've got the spider plant over there where we stopped putting water in it for this week. Oh, my legs just went off. another hour down. I take like 20 minutes here, let them relax, and then do them again. I can show like that. There's one of the pads outside of my shorts. The other pad is up here, up higher. So, spider plant's doing good. Potato plants are doing good. This place is built on an ant's nest, or an ant's nest moved in underneath it, and we have had this. You can have ants suddenly going across all the walls in the house and be getting up at night. Is how this place has been. That was what our grape jar. We had Lego. We had frozen grapes in it. I got some dishes over here. No, thank you. So, got the right tools and from a guy who's a professional at this, and I think our ants are gone. It was something they took back to the nest, and suddenly, because even in bed, you could find ants suddenly crawling across you or something. These things were like that. They were just incredible. We do have some other critters still here, and getting money together to go do that. That's one of the things on my list is getting rid of the Amigas are gone. Now we have the beetles. And it's funny because I actually watched one crawl over the threshold into the house the other day. I don't know if it's endemic part of our neighborhood because a lot of people are from, places where they're more common, or what. I work at this a lot, especially at night. My best formula right now is boric acid mixed with sugar, with baking sugar. That was the best thing that I found out. It's actually supposed to make them take it back to their housing or their nest or whatever and eat it and share it and die. So, and then I guess they're cleaning or whatever else that they're supposed to. The sugar makes the boric acid attractive. Hey, get off of there. Get from over there. That's not yours. Nothing over there belongs to you. That's my side. Come over here.
And forget not all his benefits. All thine iniquities. Who healeth
Looking forward to exercising again soon. Getting out.
thy life from destruction.
So one of the things about my life here in this city in the past has been there have been some times of kind of sitting still, reframing or learning something new, and then it would be kind of the endless summer thing. It would be a beautiful, attractive, powerful time of just activity and relationships and just really good things. And that's my life. This is what we're coming back to right now. Got the healing going. You waking up your mama? Yeah. Okay, come here and say bye-bye so I can let go. Come here and say bye-bye. Yeah, that's his... yeah. So bye-bye! Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Can you blow me a kiss? Say mwah! All right. All right, you doing good?
Okay.
Go wake her up. Tell her it's time for you.
Bye.
It's your turn. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
The Lord shall raise him up,
What?
and if he have